Okay.
Hey Melva, welcome to Lunch with LeAnn. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me to have lunch with you.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So today is actually Tuesday. We're not doing this Facebook Live because I will be out of the office tomorrow. So Melva and I are having lunch on Tuesday, and you all will get to view this on Wednesday. So we're very excited. It will be hard. We don't have the banter back and forth with the Facebook chatter, but we will be looking at any comments that are made and be happy to respond. So feel free to comment away as you guys are watching this video with Melva. We're really excited to have Melva here. As many of you know out there in Facebook land, Melva is our longest employee at LINC, and we're really excited just to talk to her about where LINC's been and where LINC's going and all of those fun things. But before we get into that, while it's Tuesday, we are recording this at the lunch hour because it's Lunch with LeAnn. So we had to be true to the time, right, Melva?
Correct.
So, Melva, what are you having for lunch today?
Well, today I'm having a salad. Let me see if I can get a good view of this. Here, hang on just a second. I'm having there it is, a Waldorf salad on top of greens with tomatoes.
Ooh.
The salad has celery, apples, grapes, and pecans in mine.
Oh, are pecans normal in a Waldorf salad? I know they always have nuts in them.
They usually have walnuts, but I have pecans, and they do have apples in them, yes.
Oh, look at your fancy lunch. What do you put on for your salad dressing on that lunch, Melva?
It is just a mayonnaise-based dressing. It's just a little mayonnaise, and all of the fruit really just sweetens it right up.
Ooh, that sounds lovely. Well, I'm going to make it a little bit more appealing looking, I think. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, there we go.
There he is, yeah.
I'm having
Yum, they look good.
Yes. So I made it in, of course, my Instapot last night. So no salad for me today, just soup, which is really good because it was kind of chilly yesterday. Is it still raining in Twin Falls, Melva?
It's not raining right now, but it's really cloudy and it has been raining. So it's not going to get too warm today.
How is your lawn going?
It's really long. So it needs to be mowed again about tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah, we mow ours on Wednesdays, but it sure is green and nice with all this weather we've had.
Yes, it is.
My
Very nice.
Happy. So Melva, we are going to chat a little bit about your life at LINC. So why don't we start with the easy stuff? How long have you been at LINC?
In this November, it'll be 28 years. So it's been a while, and I've enjoyed every moment of it. It's been good. We've had times where we've grown and then had a little setbacks, and then we've grown again. But we have really grown into a awesome company who employs so many good people.
Yeah. How many people were working at LINC when you started working back then?
I was the fifth person to be hired. Yes, there were five. I was the fifth person. We had a couple grants that people were working under, and we also had an AmeriCorps volunteer. And then at one point, though, it got down to just me, and then we've built back up again. So it's like I said, there was a point where things took a lull. And then we started the PASS program, and after about a year that took off, and we haven't looked back.
We have not. One of your favorite stories that you tell is the sharing of the pencil, because it kind of puts it in perspective about how much LINC has grown.
Yes, we had a project, and the gentleman was developing a resource library. So when mail would come in, he sent out a lot of letters asking for resources. So when the mail would come in, he would tell me to be really careful in opening the mail because we wanted to reuse some of those larger envelopes. And um, it was pretty much just like sharing the pencil, because we saved envelopes, you know, we reused a lot of things. So recycling was just part of the program.
Yeah, you were the original reusers, huh?
Yes, we were.
I think we still do some of that now, because I find just little stashes of things and resources here and there. So
Yeah, well, it saves money, of course.
it does, and we want to be good stewards of the money we have, right?
That's
So
right.
what's different then and now? Like maybe services, or what are some of the things we were offering? You mentioned the pass started while you were here too. So what did LINC look like back then?
When I first started, we only provided 4 core services: the independent living skills, peer counseling, advocacy, and INR. And we had a small
INR stand for?
information and referral.
Okay.
And we had a small transportation program. We had about $10,000 per year. And at one time, it took us about 3 years to use that amount of money. And we have 10 times that now.
Yeah. Not 10 times the money, right?
Well, we get 10 times the money plus 10 times the amount of people. Well, actually, probably more than that.
There's plenty of people we would love to serve too. So if you have more money, we'll take it, huh, Melva?
That's right. Our transportation program is always looking for people who are willing to help.
Yes. So can we, and we're going off a little off script, so I apologize, but can you tell me about the transportation program? Because so far we've had a lot of people that are familiar with LINC in Boise, because that's where our headquarters are at. But we, of course, support 17 counties around Idaho. And we have our lovely office in Twin Falls. And the transportation is unique to those communities. So tell us a little bit about that transportation program, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay, we have a grant with the Idaho Department of Transportation, and we provide up to 8 rides a month for an individual who has a disability or is a senior. And that ride is with a taxi or transport, and we pay the whole ride amount. That way it gets people, they're able to get out and do shopping, visit their friends. It can be used for anything. It's not just for medical, but that gives somebody on a limited income access to the community and essential services, and they're able to stay in their own homes because they can get out and get their own groceries. It can, it helps in so many ways. It can be used for medical, but a lot of people use it for just going to the grocery store, and especially in the beginning of the month when they get their benefits, then they're able to get to the store and get those essential services.
Yeah, so that's unique to that area, which is awesome.
It is.
It meets an important need there. So you've been here, it'll be 28 years. So what has kept you at LINC and so involved in the independent living movement?
My belief that people need services. The ADA was passed since I've been here at LINC, and it is a civil rights law, and I believe people have the right to be able to have access to services the same as anyone else. And just to being able to serve people and help them get the benefits they need is just really what I love to do. And I can't imagine doing anything else.
And we're so glad you're doing it. You've left such a good impact. So what are some of the things you're really excited about going forward with the independent living movement and where we're going here at LINC?
Well, services are expanding. Right now we've added another core service, which is transition from school to employment or transition to school to higher education. We also do transition for people who are in long-term care who want to go back into living in the community. And that is so exciting because there's nothing better than to be able to get up when you want, to eat when you want, and just to live in the community. So that's very important. So we've added that core service. And like I said, the transportation program has grown. Twin Falls is getting close to our 50,000, and so our status is going to change. So transportation will look different in the future. We don't know what that looks like yet, but it will grow, and I'm really excited about that and how that's going to expand. We also have an assistive technology program where we accept donated durable medical equipment. We make sure it's cleaned up, make sure it's safe, and then we donate it back out into the community. And so that is such a needed service because not everyone's able to get and afford to be able to buy the needed medical equipment, walkers, wheelchairs, and such. And we even loan them out for people who maybe have a relative coming into town for a wedding or a family reunion, and they want to borrow a wheelchair for somebody while they're in town. So we have that program. We also have the personal assistant services, where we provide in-home care for folks so they can remain in the community and they get a little bit of help in the home. They're able to not have to move to long-term care. So I'm really excited about that. We also have a ramp program where we sell ramps, help people with accessibility into their homes. Someone who may have had a hip replaced and now they can't walk up the stairs to their home, so they can borrow a ramp so they can get into their home. So that's always real exciting. And through this last COVID event, we've added some Zoom meetings to keep people connected. We have an attendance and the employers both have meetings. We involve the independent living services consumers. We also have one for youth, and that keeps everybody involved. And so we're not quite so alone at home.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and I'll just say Melva is my moment of zen a few times a week. I just follow Melva, and you all can experience why I do that. And now with Zoom, it's even more calming because you're such a calming presence, but also just the amount of history you have, the amount of experience that you bring for our team is so valuable. So just really appreciate you taking some time, Melva, to talk about LINC then and now. I think we always need to be rooted in our past, and it's so fun to talk with you about these topics and these things. Is there anything you would love to tell the Facebook world that we're not actually talking to right now? So it's a little weird that we're like talking to you, but not really. Is there anything you'd like to say to them or to
yeah, they can certainly call. If they need services, we're certainly here. Even though we're not in the office right now, we're still available by message through Facebook or email. You can call us. Phones come to our homes now, so they feel free to call us. And just to share that, I have seen so many people over the years and have been able to help people that I've known. I had a good friend from high school who called, and we were able to get her services that she desperately needed. She needed some medical services, and we were able to help her. I've had friends who've had relatives that they say, gosh, this person needs some help. Can you do it? And we're certainly glad to meet with people and send them in the right direction and help them if we can, or make sure that they get the services they need.
Yeah. And that story of your friend from high school too, you're very humble about it because you actually were able to backdate some of her benefits, work with the systems advocacy and help with that so that they were backdated to part of her other treatments. So, it really is, sometimes it just helps to have a navigator or a facilitator next to you to help guide through some of these very confusing benefits and systems that are in place to support our community members. So,
and that is true. She was needed medical attention. She could not get on benefits, and for 2 years lived by, friends helping, family helping. Fortunately, her home was paid for, and she didn't have that, but she had no income. She had, and and couldn't work because of her treatments and because of the disability she had. So we were able to get her benefits. She did get some back benefits, and fortunately she was able to get the medical benefits that she needed to get her through to when she was no longer needed those. So but it really helped her out a lot, and felt good to help somebody who was such a good friend.
Yeah. Yeah. We are honored and blessed to be the guide on the side for some folks from time to time, right? So if you are someone who may need something, reach out to us.
That's right.
If we can't provide it, we will find a way to get you the support you need, right?
That's right. Right.
Yeah.
If we can't do it, we know a lot of resources in the community. So we're able to, I shouldn't say, bang the drum for you and get some attention for you. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. We're happy to do that. Well, you guys, we're really happy you joined us. We're at about our time. So want to say thank you so much to Melva for joining us today.
You're
We'll
welcome.
be back next week on Wednesday again. And just to plant the seed in everyone's head, we are planning the Independent Living Conference for September, and it's going to be a week-long virtual event, the 14th through the 18th, right? Is that the date?
I believe that's right. Yes.
Yes. And then we're also celebrating kicking off soon, because July is the month that the ADA was signed 30 years ago. So we're very excited to be a part of that planning celebration. So you'll be seeing some of those interviews of those supporters and programs on Lunch with LeAnn. So and some of the sponsors are going to come. So we're really excited about that. So there's lots of activity happening in our community. We're excited to keep bringing it to you. Melva, we appreciate your time, your service, your commitment. I'm the captain of the Melva fan club, so if anyone would like to join, just shoot me a message. If you need to reach us, info@LINC Idaho, Idaho is spelled out.org, or go to our website, www.linkidaho.org, and you will get lots of information, or have a direct contact to Melva if you'd like. So,
all right. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks, Melva, and ciao, everybody. Enjoy your lunch today.
Thank you. Bye.